Games back, and we are playing Borderlands 1 as the most overpowered character, in my opinion, Lilith. Well, in Borderlands 2, Maya can be either built up like Lilith to be just destruction, or you can make her kind of a healer. Which is good for co-op play. The only co-op character in Borderlands 1 is Roland. Because he can give you ammo drops with his turret, he can heal you. He literally has one of the Maya abilities from Borderlands 2, where if he shoots you, you get health. What I like about Maya is she essentially just destroys her elemental weapons. And other than Mordecai, I will run a sniper with Lilith if it is fire. And if it's one of the strongest weapons I have. And I like how she just essentially goes invisible. You can melee somebody, and a shockwave happens, and they take a good majority of damage from that. And I have a fire relic for Lilith, which will make that even more broken when I level up again. Thanks to Blackstar, he gave me that. Because he did a XP glitch, which kind of makes the game boring after a while, if you're only in playthrough 1. There's basically you know the challenges from Borderlands 1, right? There's one called Mercenary Death, where if you sell like 1,200 items, if you buy back the item, it will give you, I think, 20k XP every time. And if after you buy it back and save and quit, you can just keep doing the glitch for 20k XP every time. Was that a thing in the base game? Wow. That is surprising. I didn't know that was a thing in the base game because I never played the base game. I had it on the Xbox 360, but I never played it like that. Oh, 2 for 1. Sweet. Oh, there's new missions at the Firestone Bounty Board. Fuck, I'm done. But yeah, what I base my weaponry looking for Lilith right now is a fire 67 Malawan sniper times 3 fire damage. A burst fire. It's a burst fire auto rifle, but it's also a fire gun. Times 1. It's a dull assault rifle. And I got a Malawan pistol that does fire damage times 2, and it's 17 damage. So that is my strongest fire weapons. Because I'm pretty sure this build that I have is going to gonna be done around fire damage. I don't know if it's going to be like a Fina from Pre-Sequel that I have that works around fire and electricity. Because that's what I'm going to be running on Pre-Sequel. I have not played that game in a minute, but yeah. I hear that a lot from people. It's good if you give it a chance. I understand where you're coming from. It takes a while for it to actually get good. Oh, Wilhelm's so fun. The problem with Pre-Sequel is 2 things. One, I heard that they did not take that much time with it, which could have also fucked it up. And 2, And two, it takes place in a place that is cool on paper, just not cool playing on it. It's cool. Well, unless you're a claptrap, but it's cool playing on Pandora's Moon. Just it's cooler on paper. DLC for pre-sequel is pretty fun. Well, there's mainly one I think was just for grinding, and then the other one was for basically you basically went inside of Claptrap and got to end his product line. Yeah. Man, I never thought I would have sniping. Oh, you saw the freaking introduction for the first mission? I take it. Dude, he sounds so weird now. Look up the first mission. Like, people got to play the first mission of Borderlands 3. And listen to how he sounds. He sounds so weird now. Gateway, don't say anything. Wait for him to say something stupid.
I got my dinner.
Cool. Anything else? Hear what? No, I'm asking if you did anything, because anything you have done is being recorded.
Oh, hey, peoples!
Did that do anything?
Wait a minute. Hey, me! I'm the only one who watches your shit anyway.
Well, I do it for fun. I don't do it for views.
Hello, future me! That may or may not watch this.
I mean, it's Borderlands 1. It's pretty good. I'm still
That
amazing.
may watch this.
I'm still amazing myself how I killed a fire skag with fire weapons, so.
What?
Yeah, I just killed a fire skag with a fire loadout, so, yeah.
You don't char your hot dogs. Now, see, if you don't char your hot dogs at a cookout, you ain't doing it right.
The fuck? What about hot dogs at a cookout?
I said, if you don't char hot dogs at a cookout, you ain't doing it right.
I see.
Because that's what the smell be in the air. You be having cookouts and junk?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You gotta really try them.
Get back here, you dumbass bandit raider.
Oh, I'm ready to go again, by the way. Jesus. Jesus, he love that.
Damn, I'm almost out of sniper rounds.
What exactly was it that you put on to make that happen? Yeah, no, I don't know what that is.
So, Gateway, we talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again. What's your opinion on the XP boosters for 3? That kind of irks me. I mean,
taking a break. Farming that Hydra said I need to give Bo up.
Because Blackstar will disagree with me on this with grinding takes too long on Borderlands sometimes for him. But
bro, you could get Blackstar impatient.
I don't give a fuck.
No, but she's Blackstar is ridiculous. Did we not just play Warframe with
Nobody shoots my buddies but me! Kill them all!
Cause you gotta think about it. Blackstar has literally no patience at all.
I saw it from his point of view. He's like, not everybody can just get up and pull all-nighters to grind. I mean, you don't really have to. That's the argument I saw with him.
But who said we pulled all-nighters though?
No, he's just like saying, you have to hear from him. He's like, not people have to get up at 5 in the morning to go to work. They can't really spend a lot of time grinding on Borderlands or whatever.
Okay, first I have a job.
No, we're
But I
not
can
saying you're.
understand if it's like
No, we're not saying you don't. We're just saying.
I got something for you.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, screw mentality. Who the frick are you using that looks like that? Oh.
But the Siren, I feel, is going to be OP once again, because if there's a Siren in any Borderlands
I'm
game,
gonna
they're
leave
going to
this
be
in your
broken.
hand because I forgot to put it on public.
Apparently, they're also going to be selling skins as buyable DLC, from what I heard. Did they sell?
Wait,
Did they sell skins as DLC?
Wait, observation. To make sure we're on the same page here, we're talking about 3, right?
Yes, we're talking. Yes, we're talking about Borderlands 3 and the semi-cosmetic microtransactions, except for the XP boosters. That's kind of gay. To an extent, anyway. The only time I've done that is for Odyssey because it was fucking ridiculous. I still like Odyssey, but I can say it's false. There's Borderlands grinding, and then there's that shit. Plus, they always have, at least in the DLCs,
plus,
or at
their
least...
RNG chances are just... Like,
I
if
was
we're talking about...
I was
like,
talking, but
oh,
okay.
sorry. Like,
Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck you.
But, what I was trying to say was before I started, that, there's this thing on Borderlands where even if it's not what you're looking for, there are chances of, like, the rarity of loot, like how, you know, like, you got, like, rares, and you got commons, like, the chances of you getting, like, a legendary or an epic or whatever that rarity may be is, like, super high, literally depending on the area.
And you can also get artifacts in too to boost that. Actually, if you have the Game of the Year, if you have the Handsome collection, you actually start off with an artifact that I think increases your loot chance by, I think it's 5 or 10%.
Is that you that's giving me more shields, or is that me?
But I don't like the whole XP booster shit in for 3. That generally pisses me off.
Oh, it's an XP booster.
Yeah, if you pre-order a certain edition for Borderlands 3, you get an XP booster.
Now, is that a permanent XP booster?
I don't know.
Because now you have to start asking questions like, will this XP booster be consumable, and is there a specific time limit on how long it lasts?
If it's like that,
Like on Destiny.
I guess it's fine.
Like on Destiny, you have those XP booster.
Well, in
consumables.
Destiny, it's more of the you get XP to get these to get an engram. That's mainly cosmetic.
No, I'm talking about just period. Like XP. Like if we're flat out talking about XP farming, not for anything in general else, then we're just saying that yeah, like they're XP consumables.
And the reason it pisses me off, I'll tell you the reason it pisses me off. Like, let's say you are playing with friends who don't have...
I gotta close my blind halfway. The
Okay.
sunlight's in my eye.
What if you're playing with friends who don't have the XP booster, you'll be ahead of them. And shit. That's mainly what it is.
But then you also have to think they're advertising. They're trying to get this game out there before it actually releases. So all this about pre-orders and stuff, that's like a big ratio. So a big ratio of the players that's actually going to be playing this game are probably going to have it pre-ordered.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you on that. Because they always give you...
For crying out loud, Blackstar pre-ordered it.
I know he pre-ordered it. They always give someone a advantage for when you pre-order.
But then again, isn't that for like all games?
That's
Well, you know what? I can wait. Yeah, no, I see what y'all talking about. I can say I'm starting to see a chain of this happening after the DLC for Forsaken came out, because they started pulling that crap after Forsaken came out, where you could just buy it.
yeah.
I can totally see where y'all coming from.
Yeah. Yeah. You ain't helping anyone.
By the way, EA and the games suck. Big time. Over advertised.
It's stable now, but
overhyped, but it is. They fixed the issues, but the entertainment wise is
oh,
just
don't get me started on
the most
Anthem's fucking
repetitive.
roadmaps. Oh my gosh.
the entertainment wise is just the most repetitive thing I've ever seen. Like, now hear me out, right?
I played it I think a couple months ago, or I re-downloaded it to just see if it's gotten better or whatever. I played it for 3 to 5 minutes and got bored.
Sometimes you have to do the same thing.
Dude, I couldn't even get through the story. Like, there's one beginning quest where you just have to randomly...
$60.
Well, I game shared it from a friend, so I didn't have to waste money. So, I mean, for you, yes, because you paid $60, yeah.
Blackstar paid like $80.
Oh, he paid 80. Well, shit. Yeah.
But honestly though, now, like I said before, this is like, not said before, but
Now, what they had at E3, Now that version looked dope.
Yeah, no. That's over advertised. That was over advertised. That it was over hype.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's crazy. Really? Wow. That's crazy. And aren't you with the military, or to some degree, Kelsey? Or he was? Okay. I don't know if you still. I think that's what I hear. I don't know if you still were. Oh, damn it!
So, but, like I was saying though, like, what was it? That the freaking repetitive part thing.
Oh,
like,
dude, you're right on the money with the repetitive part, dude. I cannot play.
Yeah,
I couldn't
like,
beat the story. I can barely play it for 5 minutes.
It was so repetitive, where it was like, oh, well, you may have to do this 6 times. Now, granted, any game could be like, well, have an objective. Be like, well, do this 3 times. Like even on Warframe, like I just did something where.
Okay,
like,
if they have, if they're gonna have a grind like that,
Halo,
they better have a reward for it.
But the thing that separates this type of thing from Anthem is that all those, and this was like during the time when they had first came out. This was like one of those things where it was like, well, since we got so many bugs, you may have to run this just, you know, as many times until it just like, oh, recognizes it's like, oh, well, he did it, give it to him.
Yeah, he has a roommate who isn't a roommate. Oh shit! Dude, I just got a ×4 fire Hyperion rocket launcher. Yo, take notes, Anthem. I actually got excited for loot. Take notes, fucking BioWare.
I actually got excited for
Freaking... I just got it from opening a random chest. Where's your chests? Dude, they literally had a quest. No, dude, this pissed me. It was at the beginning of Anthem. Lego probably remembers this. He probably heard me complain about this. Where I was doing a quest with Blackstar that he already done. And it basically required you to literally run around a random map and fucking just loot materials, and it was just a random drop that this specific material would just drop randomly.
That gave me D1 exotic sword flashbacks.
Dude, at least in D1 it was awesome because you, at the end of it, you freaking... Yeah, you got a cool badass sword that I used until they freaking gave me Iron Galon.
Boltcaster, Dark Drinker,
and the Void one was the better version.
Dark Drinkers. Yeah, the Dark Drinker.
Yeah, the Dark Drinker was the best one. Oh my gosh, Siren is broken. All I have to do is phase walk melee guy and they get burnt to a crisp. I'm down. Apparently someone got an exotic flamethrower or something on Anthem. And it had 0 stacks, and it had 0 stacks of 0 fire damage. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I saw that. It was a streamer. It was a streamer.
Yeah, it was Del from the Angry Joe show. That's how I know about it. And they talked about Anthem, and every time they did, they would only do like maybe one angry review, and if there's lots of stuff they couldn't talk about the review, they would do about an hour discussion.
What will always puzzle me is that I saw this video, Freshman Anthem came out, right? This dude power grinded on this game. Like, I'm talking beyond power. Like, this dude was really no life in the game at the beginning, just trying to get good at it, right?
Yeah.
Pulled a couple of legendaries and found a farming method for legendaries, right?
No, here's the funny. There's something worse that I heard about. There was a dude
for finding a farming method, essentially.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the same shit, isn't it? Like where he was using his ult or something to also like get the boss to lower health.
Yeah,
and
on Storm.
Freaking,
on Storm.
Yeah, and freaking Anthem and BioWare just banned his ass.
Yup.
I was like, wow.
For essentially finding a farm.
Like, dude, it's fucking stupid.
I'm like, you're mad because the bugs in your game allowed him to do what he did.
You don't get mad about that. You notice that there's a bug in your game and you freaking fix it with a patch later with an update.
Oh, but no, you decide to ban him.
Yeah, it's his fault. It's not your fault for not testing your game. It's not your fault for freaking leaking footage or leaking EA footage that was fucking only for that dude. What was it? It was a dude from EA or some shit, and they gave him that private demo and then showed it for then showed it for E3. Yeah, that's not your fault. It's totally the dude who's exploiting your shitty hardware.
Yeah, no, and then uses it to his own game. I mean, who wouldn't? I know I would.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. 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 Really?
Wow.
It's fucked up. Ah, shit. I may be able to get back up, though.
I'm only dying so much because I'm sleeping right now, too.
Oh! What's good? Oh, what we got here? We got a 311 rocket launcher, and we got an assault rifle.
Where he's happy when he uses his loot.
I mean, I'm getting money for it. I'm literally waiting to level up again so I can equip my freaking fire RPG.
Now let's talk about this currency system on Anthem 2. What is up with that?
Now that I didn't really get into because I didn't get that far into the game, so that's more of Lego's territory. But you can go on Lego.
You should be able to get into the mine now.
Since my stream has apparently turned into an angry rant with freaking Borderlands gameplay in the background, which I'm fine with.
For one, every game I know that has a currency system, like Warframe, you have credits and then platinum. On Destiny, you have
silver and bright dust.
Glimmer
and silver and bright dust.
Bright dust and silver, right? You have Glimmer, silver, and bright dust. And then on Borderlands, right, Halo, you have gold
money.
And something else, correct?
It's mainly just money you find on the ground. And golden keys, I guess you could say, is currency.
Yeah, golden keys. So, yeah, so essentially, you have just money, gold, money. Then you have golden keys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but see, like, I thought that you had to, like, pay for the other currency, like how you pay for platinum, you pay for silver, and you pay for golden keys. Why can't you farm for both materials? That throws me off.
For Borderlands or Anthem?
Extremely. No, for Anthem.
Okay.
They had like purple gems was that typical in-store buyable currency you would have to spend actual money for, right?
Right.
So you had like, so you had coins is what they call them, I believe. And then you had like purple gems. Why would you go and farm for the purple gems out in the world? That just throws it off. That throws it off. Why? And then, but see, the thing that I also cut, but the thing that I also cut is what they said was
Lego. Gateway has
system was
Lego.
Be like,
stop for a second. Gateway has the talking stick. Go ahead, Gateway.
He has the talking stick.
Alright. No, it does not. Or very low in price to begin with. Either make it free or just very low to basically where it is free. No, they're putting it at $60, not to mention Anthem has bugs out the ass. And I need to touch upon this too. It just turned into an angry rant and I love it. Freaking every single design of their guns look the fucking same. You lazy ass motherfuckers. At least Destiny, which I love, I have a love-hate relationship with that game, actually gave a damn.
Oh, do we all?
Gateway doesn't support it, which I can understand. I love the game with its faults and all.
Can you help me out a little bit?
But fucking Anthem or BioWare didn't give a damn. At least Bungie did. Yeah. I'm just saying you don't like it because of reasons that...
experience, though, also. When's the last time you heard EA make a sci-fi warrior game like this?
A majority of people don't like Destiny because of its poor storytelling and stuff. And probably other reasons.
Nah, that was the one. They kind of fixed that towards D2. I can say that. They gave it more
and lots of people didn't want to go on their website and read each individual Grimoire card.
Read all those freaking Grimoire cards, which I did, sadly. That shouldn't have been a thing. There should be no reason why.
I'll agree with that. They just probably ran out of time or some shit. Yeah. Lego, is that copyrighted?
No.
Okay. Which they did in D2. Yeah, that. But here's my counter to that. You actually had to go into the world and find these lore tabs.
Yup. And it made it more interesting.
Well, you actually had to like you actually had to do challenges and stuff to complete them.
Big facts. Interest your players. Keep their attention. Stuff like that.
Did Anthem, Lego, did you beat the Anthem story?
Yeah, it did. It was cool.
Did they try?
No,
Or,
they bro, you were mainly in the same area, the same, like, now granted, the whole entire map is an open world, right? But you were mainly in the same areas for most of every single mission. That, or you were in one of the 4 only strongholds that's in the games.
I see.
That's
Hang on.
sad. You were in the same exact area, just a different mission with a different objective. It's nothing different. And mind you, also, the same enemies, just... Well, no, I
Okay,
can't bring up the
well.
enemies because all games have, like, the same enemies, just higher, but yeah. I can't. Well, I mean, like, then again, though, they only had 2 types of enemies. You had the ones that came from that ship and the ones that had those drill things that came out, right?
And wasn't there
But that
some
was, like,
AI...
that was from the main story.
From
right?
what I played of the story mode, which wasn't much because I got bored real hella quick.
Oh, and let's not also forget, sorry, Halo, but let's not also forget the occasional AI javelin that would show up that really spiced it up.
Dude, I hated playing with other people in that game.
It does.
Like-
It's either that or it crashes. Like, mine's would crash at times.
Oh no. I saw gameplay of people who did that though. Oh my gosh. Fuck that. Dude, I hate it when people do that. That's so stupid.
F that, sir. No, thank you.
Like, it's one thing if the game gives you a warning, hey, this mission is so and so, like Borderlands is right now. I believe an option mission right now is level 15. I'm level 14. Right after I turn in this quest, I'll be able to do that. Otherwise, I did this with Wax, I believe 2 or 3 days ago, and we got our shit stomped. So we're like, okay, we're gonna come back.
Oh, if I could also put out, if I also could put out another thing.
But hang on, Lego, before you do that. But in D2, the main story literally said, fuck you. You don't even get to try the main mission yet. You have to get to this level before you can progress.
They literally would not take you. And you couldn't cheese it and join off someone who already did it. You couldn't do that and then it would work. You couldn't cheese, and we all know that for a fact.
That
Halo,
was fucking
remember when I
stupid.
pre-ordered the game before, when Destiny 2 came out, period, I had it for you, right?
I think so,
And
yeah.
you were trying to, and then you were trying to get me to cheese it. And be like, well, start this mission up so I can join you. I'm just like, first of all, you can't even redo this. You can't even redo missions unless it's up on the story mode thing. On the story mode challenges for your weekly bounties. Like, you can't. You can't. You
Yeah.
don't have to farm your light.
Oh gosh, I wasn't there for D1, but I heard the tales.
Oh, the loot cave!
Dude, I joined D1 late. I joined when it was in its first or second expansion, but I heard the tales.
Oh. Wait, you mean the one on Earth, right? Yes.
I wasn't there for that loot cave on D1, but I heard the tales.
Just to make it even more clear, was it by a hive crashed area ship kind of? Yep.
I heard the tales.
Oh my gosh, bro! Whenever you farmed it, it was either legendaries or exotics. I swear. Oh my gosh, I had more exotics than I did legendaries, and I could not make this up.
Anybody hear about those
Halo
awesome
when
loot
for the
caves in
time-
D2? I didn't think so.
They got nerfed as soon as they were found.
Faced up until now has been simple. You're
They
about
got
to enter
nerfed
the
as soon as they
sledge.
were found. No, they didn't move any of the spawn points. They just made sure that you couldn't spawn it or farm it, and there was no way to farm it. So what they did was that like the enemies will still spawn out the cave as normal, but the only thing is that they wouldn't keep spawning as a normal farm cave would. They stopped spawning as soon as it was over. Like after all the enemies came out, and either you killed them or were left alone. Then that was that. Like they won't show up again. Cause with a farming method for a loot cave, there was always so you may have to like kill everything in this game real fast.
Oh shit!
There was always that thing where kill everything in the cave real fast, run back out, and then go around this corner, and then come back, and then they're all gonna be in there, and then repeat the process again. But no, there wasn't. If you tried to find one, there would be like, alright, so I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna try this, and go back around, and they're not there, just like, well then what the fuck?
Gateway. Do you remember the rocket launchers in Borderlands in general, where the rockets, when you fired the rocket, it would shoot like 3 rockets into like a spiral circle? I got one of those. I got one of those as a fire rocket launcher in its Hyperion. It does 336 damage times 2.
Oh no.
It is now my strongest weapon.
I'm only saying oh no because I know those enemies are about to get you out.
I'm going to get 50 shot crystals and help a claptrap because side quest.
Because side quest.
And in Borderlands 1, whenever you rescue a claptrap, that's how you increase your inventory space.
Oh god, the side quest were
Speaking of which, did Anthem have any of those?
yeah, but they were called weekly and daily challenges where we're...
You're shitting me, that's what they were called?
Yeah, weekly or daily challenges.
Dog.
Which they were impossible to... and they say that they were supposed to give out a bunch of XP for completion, but the thing was, you had to be a specific level to do them. You had to be a specific power to do them. They would the enemies that you had to go and do whatever objective it was for were like tanky as all dog crap, and you had to farm your there was limited areas to farm and get good. Like that's the whole point of a looter shooter in some cases.
Oh, is it?
So they those weekly and dailies, they never got done. Never. Yep. Yep.
Dude, and if I did a mission of hard mode.
Cause you could barely even do the medium, and that was when you were high. Like you
Dude.
were high power. If you'd think you would be at a high power, and the game would just shut you down and be like, nah, I'm gonna just put this cap, I'm gonna just, slam the cap hammer on you real quick. I'm gonna tell you one thing, it's not strong yet. But you can't really talk about loot though, because the loot was always garbage. But then again, you could sell it though, which is Halo's specialty. You sell it.
Well, sometimes with, at least in Borderlands 1 right now, I'm not selling guns that are necessarily bad, just aren't compatible with my build. I'm selling some pretty good guns, but they aren't in the element I require them to be. Like just now...
I'm gonna put it on public so we can have more people.
Like just now, I shot a random thing on the ground that dropped me a blast sweeper explosive light-off shotgun. I'm gonna grab it, but I'm not gonna use it because this build centers around fire weapons and maybe electricity.
The one thing I will point out though that I thought was kind of interesting about Anthem was that you know how you can mod and upgrade weapons and the armor you had, right? Like those little augments that you would have for armor, like you could shoot.
And here's the
ice.
thing, I liked Anthem when I was first playing it.
Like those augments, how you can shoot like ice shards or throw grenades or
Yeah.
like shoot fire. Like those, you can upgrade those. And the more you upgraded them, the higher the price went if you went and wanted to sell it. So if the starting price of what I just got, like if I got a legendary and it was worth 61,000 gold, right? And then I upgraded it some more, and it became like 150, like 150k. So you see what I'm doing? You see what I'm saying? So what I thought that was like pretty cool. And the thing is that you didn't have to do a whole lot when it came to upgrading. There could have been just a little bit more detail, but otherwise it was really good, and it benefited a lot because I was like, see, I'm sitting on top of all this gold, and I can go and I can have enough materials. Materials were easy to get too. If you didn't feel like going out, it's fine if you just running around a big map of open world kind of sort to get those materials. You could have just went to a raid cave, a tyrant cave, and just got them there.
But the freaking side quests in Anthem are half-assed.
But the everything else is just garbage.
It really is.
I like how through this whole conversation we found one good prospect of Anthem, and that's the thing I pointed out just now. And everything else just went shit.
Well, since I'm playing Looter Shooter, I just thought we could talk about some Looter Shooters, because fuck it. And yeah, that's where this angry rant just got summoned.
Oh shoot, sorry, I didn't ready up.
But I'm doing one right now.
Now, will we count, could you count Warframe as a version?
Yes, in some regards.
I'm like, could you count it? It's most definitely, like, now, I'm only saying that because I just thought of this too, like, just now. Destiny and Warframe have had a comparison for a long time. So they'll be like, well, so because they'll be like, oh, well, this new update's coming out, Destiny's new Warframe. Oh, well, now this new update's coming out, so Warframe's new Destiny. Or something like that.
Why do people keep doing that? Can someone answer that question for me?
Yeah, and Destiny is primarily a looter shooter. So when they talk about, like, oh, well, this is the new Destiny, Warframe, I'm just like, well...
They're both looter shooter, like, what do you mean by that? Oh, the sci-fi looter. Oh, okay. Dude, this freaking fire rocket launcher is destroying.
But let's talk about in long run in games now. Warframe or Destiny?
I don't like Warframe, and I'm going to agree with Kelsey. What if we're talking about not D2? It doesn't matter. I will agree. I will agree with D1 with the D1 thing as well. Because here's all the end game requirements. All right, because here's my argument against that. Will I go?
Way more interesting.
Well, here's my argument against that.
But still, at the same token, though.
My argument against D1 and just Destiny in general against Warframe is that, at least in my case, all my goal was in the end game of Destiny 1 and 2, after I beat the story and stuff, was just getting my power level to whatever the max was.
Okay. Yeah.
The only thing else that you could do in both games, end game wise, is either A, farm for exotics, B, raid, C, if you are try-hard, go put your try-hard pants on and go to Crucible. Those are your three options. Kelsey, where's the end game for Warframe going?
Endless.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's more. Now, in my opinion, I feel like weapons-wise, or artillery-wise, and how you build your character, there's more detail in there.
Well, regardless, D2 and D1 barely have an endgame grind. It's literally power level gaining, raid, or crucible.
Because what if you get everything before the next update in Destiny? What's the point?
You just wait until the next update and power level thing.
But see, with Warframe, it can get pretty tedious and it can get boring. But
and I would say, hey, you can make 2 characters or more characters, but I have a couple characters, and honestly,
oh, hey, let's not forget,
just expends it a little bit.
Their players going, let's do a new character and play the story.
I mean, I do that just because that's what I do in Borderlands. I like all the characters in the Borderlands games, so I play them.
But see, you mainly play Warlock and Titan, though. You never really played Hunter.
Actually, I've been playing a Hunter for a good minute. I got him to the Forsaken campaign, and I just got his new super. I mean, I just got my Titan. I got my Titan to 700, and the only thing left for me to really do is masterwork all my stuff that I can masterwork. That's it.
So you have every exotic. You know what? Never mind. I don't want to put that on the table.
Is that really a grind?
No, yeah, it is. It really is. And I'm not even going to put it on the table. You want to know why? Because the RNG on Destiny 2 is and that is for the
are you really
going to
sit?
The legendaries.
I mean, are you going to sit there? Are you going to sit there and tell me that you are going to grind for each weapon and make it a checklist?
Why I said I'm not going to put it on.
Yeah, I was about to say you're going to say. So you're going to say I'm going to.
No one's going to sit there and grind with that much of a RNG drop.
No one's going to.
Now,
yeah,
D1
and you were basically sitting.
D1 was way better. D1's RNG was way better. But see, if you play D2 and you play through this RNG, you wouldn't even want to touch the game anymore. It's like, bro, I got one exotic in the past year. What is this?
I got a couple exotics when I recently re-downloaded D2, but
and light level does not help at all. The only chance of you getting an exotic, the best chance of you getting one is a raid.
And the fact is, freaking Bungie's so desperate.
It's either raid or dreaming city bounties. That's the and Halo, you can't even lie because we've done the most.
Dude, and freaking well, that was mainly to increase my power. But back to what I was saying, freaking.
We got way more exotics along the way when we were in dreaming city.
Yeah, but when freaking Bungie has gotten desperate lately by bringing another exotic back from D1, and it's sad.
Outbreak Prime.
I'm just sitting there and I'm hearing this like, okay, they're being desperate. That's all you're telling me.
I mean, they brought back other exotics when the game came out. Like,
and that's all. And you know what that's telling you? That they can't make original designs. That they have to go back to their previous product.
Or maybe it's because the community wants old exotics back.
I mean, but you would do that. But if they did that, wouldn't it make more sense to make your original exotics first and then give the fans what they want?
Yeah, I guess so. Wait, hold on, Kelsey. Are we also including the fact that Activision, like, are we including we are talking about them as if Activision will still be here, or are we talking from when they were here to when they left? Alright.
honestly, here's what I'm gonna also say. They're doing the same shit that they did in Destiny 1, which is a scummy practice. Which is making a second season pass.
Yeah, no, I'm like, what the heck?
I hate it when gaming companies do that.
Now, they messed up kinda sorta with Forsaken, but that was when Activision was there, right? But when you come out with a second season pass and then say, well, after that,
dude, they're not,
the game's done and we're gonna make a D3, what are you doing at this point?
Wouldn't it just be easier to freaking... Because people who are done with your game are not going to buy your second season pass. No.
Yeah, and then you have that, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bought that game to get into Mass Effect because I heard it was a good series. Boy, did I get screwed.
It was supposed to.
I heard it was like a good loot-and shooter or something into that regard. And I'm like, alright, I'll give Mass Effect Andromeda a try. Yeah, it seemed like a loot and shooter RPG, and I'm like, all right, I'll give this a try. Man, I didn't even beat the story.
Persona 5 was one of the best games ever.
Persona 5 was lit, and I'll fight anyone who says otherwise. And anyone who thinks. And anyone who says, oh, Royal is gonna make Persona 5 finish, I will fight you on the side of the street. I will fight your ass on the side of the street.
No, it won't. Yes, it will. No, it won't. Yes, it will.
No, because it was never unfinished. It's just basically adding on to the game it already was. They're adding new palaces, they're adding new confidants and crap. There's a pool table. You can play pool with your friends. I'm buying it for that alone. Huh? They basically ended it to where they're taking the protagonist. Did you play the game?
What, Persona?
I was actually talking to Gateway, but basically it ended where you, the protagonist, are basically going home because the plot of it is you were basically saving someone who was about to get raped by this dude. He called the cops because he basically has power and he can do that shit. So he's a scummy person, and after you basically served your time of basically moving to a different place, going to school in this different location, you can go home, pretty much, after serving your probation, which he did. And basically him and his friends were basically like, okay, we're going to take you home after we hang out and stuff. So it's open-ended. Yeah. And now they're just making Persona 5 Royal to basically adding on stuff. They're basically adding on to the palaces and or dungeons, if you want to call them that, that they already had. They're giving the characters different They're giving I think all the characters new finishers and stuff, and they're adding new confidants, which are basically they usually give you stat bonuses and stuff. Goo boss.
Excuse me, the who boss?
Was this a strike boss or what was this?
Are you talking about the servitor boss, that giant eyeball?
Oh, Gaul.
Oh.
He was an embarrassment. I actually timed it. Hang on, let me do something real quick. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.